assets. Will we see this going through today or not? What do the Belgians still need?
Well, I'm looking forward to the discussion on the immobilized assets, not the frozen assets. There's a big difference, the sovereign assets. There's the idea of confiscating them to give them to Ukraine. I'm looking for the legal basis for this decision. This is not a detail. Even during the Second World War, immobilized assets were never touched. So this is a very important step if we would like to take it. We have three demands. I want a full mutualization of the risk, because there is a big risk. We will suffer from enormous claims. So if we want to do this, we will have to do this all together. We want guarantees if the money has to be paid back, that every member state will chip in. The consequences cannot only be for Belgium. And the third demand is that every country who has immobilized assets moves together with us, because we are the only ones. Euroclear is the only financial institution that offers the windfall profits to Ukraine. We know that there are vast amounts of Russian money in other countries who have always been silent about this. If we move, we must move all together. That's European solidarity. If these three demands, which are quite reasonable, I think, are met, then we could go forward. If not, I will do everything in my power at the European level, also at the national level, politically and legally, to stop this decision.
Many countries.
On energy sector, do you think you need to buy energy from Middle East, like gas and petrol?
Well, we are going forward on the 19th package of sanctions against Russia, which means that Russian fossils can no longer come to Europe. So we will need to diversify the value chains more, and the Middle East could be one of the sources to help us do that.
Isn't there a risk that Putin will expropriate European assets if Russian frozen assets are used?
Well, we like, of course, an analysis of what the countermeasures can be. You can look at the example of Google, which was declared bankrupt in Russia and seized, and that Russian jurisdiction is now being applied in other friendly jurisdictions to Russia. So the member states must understand that if they take Putin's money, he will take our money back. Companies of European origin will be seized in Russia. Western frozen money, that's also in Russia, will be seized. And maybe other countries friendly to Russia will do the same thing. So we must be careful that this does not backfire. We're taking Putin's money, who's now immobilized, and we might permit him to take money back. So we might even help him instead of punishing him. And of course, all these companies that will be seized will start claiming us. So these are risks. There must be transparency about the risk. There must be transparency about the legal basis for decision. I haven't seen it yet. They haven't presented me the treaty or the international law on which this decision can be based. And we need transparency on all the Russian immobilized money in other countries.
Bonjour. Good morning. It's a fully packed European Council that we have today. I see mainly three topics. First, Ukraine. It's very important to meet with President Zelensky, I would say once again, to reconfirm Europe's strong support for Ukraine. Every day there are different news, but one fact that we see all the time is that Russia is continuing to attack Ukraine. Russia does not accept any invitation for talks, so it is important that we continue to tell our Ukrainian friends that they are not alone in this, that we are fully supporting them, both militarily but also politically. I also think that Europe needs to be active in this conflict, which means that we need to take a leading role in helping Ukrainians and also telling our American friends that whenever we talk about Ukraine, we talk about Europe. Europe is our continent, that we need to sit at the table with them to find a solution for a lasting peace, and I stress the word lasting peace. In this context, the reparations loan is something that we accompany in a positive manner. Obviously, we need to make sure that it is legally sound. I think we made progress in the fact that there will not be a confiscation of these assets, because I think from a legal point of view that will not work, but my country, Luxembourg, will support any measure that is going to make sure that we find a legally sound solution to have more money available, Russian money available, to support Ukraine.